Today we have with us Mr. V. Balasubramanian, who is the President, Posted and Managed Services Payments for FSS Power Payments. So we welcome you in the BFSI CTO Summit today.
Thank you.
How was your experience, sir, ever since you have arrived here?
Oh, it's been pretty great, and interaction with people, and they are talking about relevant topics in the market, and they are talking about the innovations of the future, which is very much relevant to all the people who are attending. So I'm really fascinated by the program so far.
Sir, if we are talking about ATM penetration in the Indian Tier 2 cities, it is comparatively a bit lower than anywhere else in the Tier 1 cities.
Sure.
So what solution do we have for those targeted customers in the Tier 2 cities when it comes to instant access to money or instant access to the payment systems?
See, since we are growing in economy, cash will continue to be there, and those cash will happen and the withdrawals will happen more in the Tier 2, Tier 3, Tier 4 cities. As you correctly said, the penetrations in those villages are not there or towns are not there. The two things are happening in this. With the advent of small finance banks, where they have been given licenses, there are a lot of activities happening in terms of how to get instant access through micro ATM. People are talking about micro ATM. People are talking about desktop ATM. People are talking about mobile ATM. So there are a lot of innovations happening on that side, because of which the access to a person will not be a problem. And regulators also are now trying to monetize, or what you call incentivize, low transaction value in terms of cashback or something for these players. So today the banks, why do the banks don't do those put those ATMs? Because it's not viable for them with large investments. Today a lot of effort is being happening on low cost investments. We have tried out with micro ATM, we have tried with tablets, we have tried with desktops, and each are very successful. And third, now what is happening is, since we want to move towards a cashless society, ATM is also used as a cash deposit machine. So there is a recycler. So we can deposit and withdraw. So with that, with one investment, you can do both. So those type of things are happening in the market.
So if you're talking about moving to the cashless society, do you feel Indian market is very close enough to adopt the same?
See, we are skipping generations, that is for sure. There is no debate about it. To move to cashless society, we need to improve our infrastructure. When I say digital infrastructure, that's very, very critical. Still today, many parts of India, connectivity is low. It's not there 24/7. There is a power problem. There is a tower problem. So the connectivity is not there. So when there is no connectivity, it becomes very difficult for them to transact. At the same time, you can see a lot of offline transactions are growing up. Without internet, people are transacting through telecom, USSD. For that, the rates of telecom has to come down to do the transaction. So I believe we'll skip generation, we'll move towards cashless society. But at the same time, since we are growing in an economy and we are bringing lot of unbanked people to banking system, cash is still growing. So I don't know when there will be a stage where cash is less and cashless is growing more. But as of today, if you have to ask me, both are growing. That's the way it is.
If you're talking about newer innovations by FSS Power Payments for serving this in terms of ATM service provision, so what are there in the pipeline?
Oh, there are plenty. See, today the biggest is the cost. That's where the banks are struggling. So we are putting a lot of efforts in Internet of Things in the ATM. Can I make the ATM available more? Today ATM availability is around 85, 86, whereas on your internet you are available 100%. So can 86 become 95, 96? So a lot of effort is happening on Internet of Things, where I can proactively understand what's happening in the ATM and quickly make sure that those are rectified so that we can do that. Similarly, we are trying to monitor the consumption of electricity, consumption of energy, so that those can be brought down in the night. We can shut off the AC, we can shut off the signage when it is not used. So all these things is feasible through Internet of Things. We are working on Internet of Things to make sure that ATM is available 24/7, all 365 days. That's something which we are doing. Same thing with cash management system, with recyclers, with preventive measures, with Internet of Things. Can we ensure that there is no cash out on the ATM?
The last question that we have is NPCI recently launched UPI or United Payment Terminals.
Sure.
So what is your view that this product or this specific service has been helping the payment industry, even in the non-banking payment systems?
UPI is one of the greatest innovation the country has seen. What's happening currently? Even now, people are talking about settlement happening T plus 1 day, and people are happy about T plus 1 day. When UPI happens, it is T. When you do the transaction, your settlement happens immediately. Your credit or debit to whoever it is happens instantaneously. We call that as the faster payments. So this is the first step towards the faster payments. It's the first step towards real-time payments, and this is the first step towards simple payments. So you don't have to remember your IFSC code, bank code. You just need an address. You need the address of the other guy and that transfer money. And fourth, if this can be done without a smartphone, why not? So then you are literally having access to every person can do transactions sitting at their home. You don't need a POS machine, you don't need a ATM machine. You can be a machine yourself, self-service. You can do everything as a self-service. So UPI is a great start towards that, and we are looking forward to that.
Thanks a lot for your time over here.
Thank you.
Wish you have a good day.
Thank you very much. Thanks a lot.